I finished 3 books in the month of February, so let's talk about what they are. All right, the first book that I finished is actually on my Kindle Unlimited, and it is The Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyons. I have read one of these every single month so far. There are, I want to say, 8 or 9 of these books out, and there's going to be, I want to say, 20. You can get them on Kindle Unlimited, and I absolutely love reading about this girl. Her life is set in London in the 1800s, and she is just so funny. She's so witty. I will never stop recommending this series to people. They're quick reads. They're great to help you reach whatever your reading goal is for the year. And she is just so fun to read about and very just, I love how she has such an opinion and she is so smart and she goes toe to toe with men and doesn't back down. And I just adore her so much. So highly, highly recommend those. And they're great if you just want to get in a few books to help you make your reading goal for the year. The next book that I finished is Binding 13. I made a whole video on this with spoilers, so you can go back and look at that. I was very conflicted on this book. It was good. I liked it. I would give it a 3-star rating overall. I just was not a fan of the writing all the time. I feel like we kept going back to the same scenarios and the same situations over and over again in like different scenes. And the way Shannon was just the most insufferable FMC I have ever read about in my entire life. I'm the kind of person, I can't stand the, oh, poor me, help me kind of trope. I have heard from a lot of people that they had the same kind of gripes with the first book as well, and the second one got much better, and as the series evolves into other characters, it does get a lot better. So I am going to continue reading. It was fine. It wasn't anything to like run home about. The last book that I read is I Have Never Known Men. So I saw this recommended a couple different places on Book Talk, and it's a very short, very quick read. One thing that I did not know or expect in this is that there are no chapters. So one, I think it's very brilliant of the author because it never gives your brain that break of like, okay, I've read 2 chapters, I'm good to go on to the next thing. Like I've got to get through this because I have to finish it so I feel like I've completed something. So honestly, it's pretty brilliant because you never want to put the book down and you just kind of can't get enough of it. I think there's very mixed reviews out there about this book. You either love this book or you hate this book. There is no in between with it. I definitely fall on the I loved this book because I thought it was so different. One, I really did like the creativity of no chapters in a book. I had never seen that before. I don't want to say I loved the concept of this book because it's dystopian. It is, if you do not like reading about people who are eventually alone, if you need to have answers to questions resolved, you're not going to get this from this book. There are a lot of questions that you have left at the end, and it's supposed to make you think. It's supposed to make you really kind of think about the world that we live in now, the comforts that we have that we take for granted every single day, the human connection that we have that we take for granted. It definitely makes you think about your family, and even though they might drive you crazy at sometimes, would you rather have them or would you rather be alone in a world where you don't know anybody or anything and you have to try and make your own way? So it was definitely a think piece. It was very interesting to read about. It can be very unsettling at times. So check this book out, see if it's something you would like to read. All right, that is everything that I read in the month of February. I will do my What I'm Reading Wednesday tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.